My name is Jami Bertrand from Missouri City.
And hi, my name is Goodwille Pierre from Houston, Texas. And you're watching the Session Talk Show on CamVision 365 with Kai, Rose, and Takia. Don't sleep. Please listen carefully.
Hi guys, welcome to the Session Talk Show. I'm your host Kai Sampson, and this is my beautiful co-host
Rose. And I'm Takia.
Hi guys, welcome back. Did y'all miss us? Did you miss them?
I hope so. I miss you.
Oh, I missed you too. Okay. So enough about us, but we are joined today with none other than Goodwille Pierre. And before I introduce you, I need to go down this long list of credentials, y'all. Y'all ready? Okay, so bear with me. He's a 4-time past chair of Houston's Government Procurement Connections Planning Committee and an accomplished business owner and consultant. Let's welcome Goodwille Pierre.
Thank you.
How did I do? Did I miss something?
No, you did.
I got it.
Perfect.
Welcome. It's so lovely to have you here today.
Thank you.
And you brought a guest with you.
Yes. Jami Bertrand, you want to introduce yourself?
Well, my name is Jami Bertrand. I am the chair of the Missouri City Small Business Advisory Committee.
Hi, Jami. Lovely to have you. You're so beautiful. So, we'll just get right into it. Can I call you Will?
Goodwill is fine. Call me
Goodwill.
Yeah,
Goodwill.
Yes.
Give us a little bit about your backstory.
My backstory, I'm a licensed attorney. I'm from the Bronx, New York.
Mm-hmm.
My wife brought me down here. I attended law school, Sussex College of Law. I'm a nerd. I'm a licensed patent attorney, trademark attorney, so I do a lot of that. But my passion is empowering small minority women-owned businesses. I've been doing that for about 25 years, voluntarily. Now I have a nonprofit that does that, Success in Business. So my whole life, everything I do has been, just surrounding about just uplifting and empowering minority businesses, women-owned businesses, any business, small businesses that need to just get over the threshold or can't afford legal, the money to afford the legal fees and everything like that. I'm that person that kind of helps people just move to that next level.
How do you empower small business or minority-owned?
What I've done, and I stick to what works, is just create different opportunities for workshops. I have at this point in time, I have a reputation with a lot of those individuals who do contracting. So my space is primarily the government space, although I do represent private-owned businesses. And so I create opportunities with workshops, procurement events, procurement fairs, which is what we're talking about now. And I've done it for about 14 years, like on my own. But I used to be director of small business development and contract compliance at the Houston airport system. And before that, I was a contract compliance officer 1, 2. So I built my way up. I worked at the city while going through law school. And I just did a lot of things that helped small business while working. And didn't want anything, didn't give me anything. And just that ministry just kept going.
So do you support small business as far as law is concerned or attorneys, or do you help them get capital? Can you just elaborate on that?
That's kind of interesting. So the law thing is a given. You know what I mean? There's certain things that I help them with from corporate creation to just the intellectual property. Most people that look like me, they can't find individuals to kind of like be honest and straight up with.
Right.
But my experience in working with a lot of large companies and everything like that helps me with a lot of different things, connection to capital. I'm a connected dots person. So from my business coaching perspective, people tell me like a vision and I don't know how to do it. I can do it everyone else but myself. I can connect the dots. Just like a person who's want to be a football player, something like that, I could just coach them and connect the dots to get them to where they want to be. And so that's why I find in the past that my gift of that minorities. Yeah.
So connect the dots, meaning, so give some examples with your business coaching.
So someone tells me that, so I told you I'm in the government space, so someone might say that they want to go to business or they're a caterer and they can't apply the catering, type of business model to construction work or something like that. There's a way you can do anything. And I'm just that person to actually find them to get, a catering contract, if not with the prime for that government contract, with someone else. So I'm like tomorrow I'm doing an event with Harris Health, a huge event at Scott Gerder. So that person could came in and do some catering, something like that. So there's a way to kind of connect people. Sometimes they might have a vision and they want to get into a particular space.
Right. And
I have been able to kind of look at that, the culture of where they want to go and where they are right now and get them to where they are. That's just something I've always done, just period. Okay. And I'm just taking it on, and I by grace of God, I'm taking on a bigger stage, and I do this for free, by the way.
Oh,
It's
wow.
just kind of like connecting people and bringing a whole lot of contracting agencies together, federal, state, local, so that they can avail themselves to small minority women-owned businesses so they can see what's going on. Plus a lot of the resource agencies like the Women Business Advisory, Women's Business Enterprise Alliance, the Small Business Administration, the PTAC, which is University of Houston, bring all those individuals together who have free services for individuals to help them, whether it be, deciding an entity to how to get business in some type of government space. And so I bring them all together and have a workshop or, do workshops like Show Me the Money
Right.
or, this, the Master the Maze of Government Contracting. I think of a nice, cool name that makes it sexy
Yeah.
and people want to go and take
Yeah.
care of it. Yeah.
What's
Yeah.
the area that you work with largely?
The areas I work with largely,
Yes,
you talking about from a helping small business or you talking about for money?
both.
Well, my sweet spot's two spaces. Sweet spot is I'm a compliance. I'm a nerd when it comes to regulation. So I'm that person that compliance to make sure that T's are crossed and I's are dotted. So anything dealing with that government space for federal recipients of grant funds, that's why I'm in now. Housing or Department of Transportation stuff, and then of course intellectual property. I mean, I love trade. I'll do. If I was $1 million, I'd do trademarks for free. Yeah.
So, Jami,
Yes.
tell me a little bit about what you do for Missouri City.
So I'm the chair. 2 years ago, Councilwoman Lynn Clauser, this was her visionary. This was her baby. She wanted to bring a community of small business owners together because we have small businesses in Missouri City, but we just did not have a community. So this was her brainchild. What we do is we bring resources, workshops, capital. We find grant money. We also do complimentary ribbon cuttings for our new businesses, and we also do like anniversaries, like a 10-year anniversary or 5th-year anniversary, just so we could promote our businesses and give them the recognition,
Because they did a lot of advertising when they first started.
And it's free.
And it's
Yeah.
free.
It's completely free.
Now, I'm gonna piggyback on what you're saying for the entrepreneur that doesn't know how to find these resources. How can they find this information?
Well, we do have a website, so you can go to MissouriCityTX.gov / economic development,
Okay.
and it'll bring up all of our workshops, all of our classes, all of our ribbon cuttings. We have networking events every quarter. We have a lot of stuff going on
It
for our small
sounds
businesses.
So,
out there.
so the networking events, are they free?
They're
or-
free.
They're
free.
free.
Connections are made, contracts are written, employees are
Wow.
hired. Yeah,
This
it's
sounds so valuable.
it is. It's very valuable. We have a great turnout every single time we have one.
So
Okay.
Missouri City is having the 4th annual business conference. I'm saying that
Yeah,
right?
business is success in business. That's like the title. That's like my nonprofit thing. So everything is success in business. It is Missouri City, Texas, Small Business, Minority Business Procurement Fair and Workshops. And that takes place on Friday, October 13th from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. It's free. You can go on successinbusiness.org to register. And the deal is, I've been in love. I don't live in Missouri City, so I got business, but I've been falling in love with Missouri City, the people, the area, and people sleep on Missouri City
It's
all the time.
thriving.
It's what it is what it is. And it's in the heart of Fort Bend County. It's making well, and so the politics, the social scene, and everything. And so in 2019, I had an idea to start out with a Fort Bend procurement event with Representative Ron Reynolds and the mayor, and it was such a big success. We wanted to do it again. 2020 we couldn't because of the pandemic, and in 2021. 2022 it's got huge, and we're doing a 4th one in 2023. And what it is during that period of time, there's going to be like workshops. Like the Small Business Advisory Committee is in charge of 3 particular workshops. One about marketing and branding, the other one about contract law and understanding contracts 101, and then another thing that they're going to do dealing with how to respond to an RFP. A lot of people want to respond to proposals and everything like that, but they're just clueless. What's cool about it is a diverse set of speakers. October is National Women's Small Business Month. And so we have this at Missouri City in October of the year, highlighting women's small businesses And so there's a lot of female speakers that we come to empower, a lot of the ladies who have businesses. Some people work 9 to 5 and have an entrepreneurial spirit, but don't know where to go.
Yeah.
And so they're afraid to tell people because you under the misconception, they got to know what you want to do before you go, but you know you want to do something. You don't want to work with someone, you want to do something. So let us help you. And a lot of the workshops are geared for people who have that spirit but don't know what to do, to anyone trying to get money. We definitely going to have Houston Business Development, Inc. We're going to have Independent Financial. A lot of banks are going to come. Like I said, that workshop is Show Me the Money, Master the Maze of Financing. We're going to have another workshop that talks about all the different big government projects called capital CIP, capital improvement projects. And so a lot of people just want to know what it is and how long do I have to get on a team and can I afford to be part of it? Those basic questions that people are afraid to ask and that you can ask during this period of time. So.
It seems that what's different about Missouri City is that you guys do offer a lot of support, networking, advertising for small businesses, and that not everybody thinks that way. So then, from in Missouri City, does everybody in the councilman thinks this way? That as
Oh yeah, you know what? That's the beauty of it. Very supportive council, the staff. You know, well, first of all, I work in Houston. I do things in Galveston, and sometimes you know it's the resources are there, but when a person's working in government, they're dealing with their job, and so I'm willing to come in there and connect folks and not charge. You know, a lot of times I get sponsors from the actual primes who want to do some work. It allows me to be free to kind of like help people connect those dots. In Missouri City, the support of every single member of council, the mayor, the staff, the director of economic development,
That's
Angel.
amazing.
I mean, everyone is really tied into this. And to have someone do it and they don't have to do it is something great.
Can you tell us who some of the speakers will be?
Yeah, so we have Mark Winchester from the Small Business Advisory, Small Business Administration, who's going to talk about getting 8A certified, federal certification. We're going to have Shahar Wright, who's an attorney, a local attorney there in Missouri City, to talk about contracting. You want to talk about the other two speakers?
Yes, and I just want to point out that Shahara is, she's a member of the Missouri City Small Business Advisory Committee as well.
What's her last name?
Right, Shahara.
Yeah.
With the right firm.
The right lawyer, the right firm, the right
firm.
firm.
The right firm.
Yeah. She's the right person to call. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And then we have Susan Repka.
Yeah,
She's
Susan
gonna
Repka,
do some RFPs or
Demystifying
demystifying
RFP process.
Yeah, the RFP process. And I actually used her to help me with my RFP. She's excellent. And we also have Alicia Brownell. She's with Seasworthy. She's another member of the committee, and she's going to be teaching the marketing aspect.
Perfect. Well, we have so much more to dive into. Right now, we'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
It's your boy J Mack, and you're watching the Session Talk Show, the hottest show on TV. Oh yeah, I said it, the hottest. Cam Vision 365. You get it? 365. Cam Vision.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Session Talk Show, and we are joined here with Goodwille
Pierre, thank you.
Pierre, but he said I can call him Goodwille. So.
Yeah.
And Jami Bertrand. Did I say her name right? Okay, perfect. So we were talking a lot about Missouri City and how they support small businesses. I had a question to know, how does Procurement Forum differ from other business related events?
I'm glad you asked that question. One of the things that I have, and my staff always talk about me, I make it a point to do is, it's not a dog and pony show. And I hate when people come speak just to kind of tease you so you can use their business. So like, for example, last year, so I told you I'm an intellectual property lawyer. So one of the things I like to do in anything I'm doing is work myself on a job. So I had a trademark class workshop last year, and I gave out three trademarks, free trademarks, and I'm not going to do it this year again. Well, I will do it. I will do it. But last year I paid not only for the services, which is $750, and plus the file, I paid for the filing fees too. And every single here you go. Every single person had their trademarks filed and done and gone through the process. Not so much that we tease, you got to give, and I enjoy things like that. We had a young lady, Joy Hutton, she talked about marketing, which she had the afro going on. It was people were engaged. I mean, people were engaged. It was just, I was like, whoa, you know what I mean? And people were there. It started once again at 9, and I was exhausted because people stayed engaged till 4:30. I've never seen that. Usually people are in and out. So the direct answer to your question is the engagement, the transparency and the genuine altruism that goes into the individual who volunteer to make it happen. And then finally is coming out with something. You know, you go in with the expectation and you have something to deliver, but whether you know exactly how to read a contract and what the words to contracts are in different clauses, or you know how to file a trademark on your own until you get to an office action, whatever it is, you got some contact for someone to move to the next level. That's what we bring.
Right.
I forgot to mention that not only the city do we have cooperation with, but Congressman Al Green was the keynote speaker last year. We have his full support, and my good friend Ron Reynolds, who is that District 27's representative. I mean, he is 150% involved there the whole time. And so we have not just a local political support, but the general county, Grady Prestige, the county attorney, they all come to participate and to just meet and shake. And they're there all day.
That's amazing. I know Rose has a question for you, but let me just ask, you mentioned about, your giving. Where did you get that giving spirit from? I like to know on a personal level.
Spirit from?
Yeah, because not everybody is that way.
It's so funny because I don't like to take things. I don't like, I'm giver takers. And, so I don't know where I get it from. I remember, I can't get this emotional about it, but I did some seeing my parents, I guess. They always give. And that's just what I've always done.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
I'm also demanding too.
But that's okay. That's okay.
It's a great leader, sir.
Yeah. I'm the same way, so he's good,
He does
apply a little bit of filter, but he's a New Yorker. That's what you're going to get, that East Coast.
But you know you give me, I mean,
but you know what you're going to get.
Yeah,
you know he's straightforward. You don't have to guess, figure it out. Oh, yeah. We love people like that.
I had a little salt. I was married 28 years, so my wife done beat me down. And so I had a little salt to what I say.
Yeah.
But my whole thing is just making sure that whatever you need, and especially for me, especially as an African American man, one of the things that I in today's world, seeing what I've seen, I'm very sensitive to people wanting some things, but then the thought of is always something tied to it. And so one of the things that I think to a point of kind of compulsiveness is I make sure that what I do, especially that deals with women, are things that I do in which they do not, they immediately know there's nothing tied to it. I connect them with other strong Black women, strong other women of color.
That's amazing.
I connect them to different people, things of that nature, and then that's it. And that's something that's, I think, it empowers folks. It gives them a sense of reassurance that, the world is kind of good.
Yeah, very
liberating. And that's one thing that I make a point, to do. I think my stature is a point of nauseam, but it's really important that people see that they can come here and that, oh my God, I'm actually getting this, and it's nothing tied to it.
Right.
This question is for both of you guys. It's quite obvious that you guys really love what you do. And you have a kind heart and you give. Where did you learn that from? Who inspires you growing up to be who you are now?
Assuming your premises are good, I have a kind heart. Let's just say it's correct.
A giving heart.
A giving heart. Yeah.
Well, you can be kind and not nice. You can be kind. You have to be nice, but you can be kind. Yeah. Maybe you're just not that nice. He's like, nah.
I put a shell so people don't see I'm nice. I just make sure that you don't know it. Then you got to get to know me. But like I said before, it's up to parents and everything like that, and how I grew up. Like I said, I grew up in the South Bronx. A lot of people, they look at me now and they see I'm a lawyer, but I worked in Steak and Ale, McDonald's. I've done everything, budget rental cars. I've cleaned bath. I've done a whole lot of things before I got to be a licensed patent attorney for 20 years. And so I'm always connecting to all the individuals who are there to make the experience right. So everything from the janitor to the assistant to everything. Everyone has a role to play. I don't sleep on that. And so I pay close attention to everyone, not just the person who has a title or gets the most money, because I've been that person. You know what I mean? Anything you can think of cleaning that is not nice, I've done. And so, that's just the way it is. You know, I just don't. That's just part of my life.
Why does that look so far for you? But hold up, she needs to answer. So yeah.
Well, I'm from East Oakland. I was an underserved kid.
Oakland, okay.
East Oakland. No. And I have a saying, and I teach this to my children actually. You know, I give because I know what it's like to be without. That's simply why I do what I do.
So simply put.
Yeah.
Generationally, it might be a kid that have that entrepreneurial spirit, but don't know the steps to take. When they come to your forum that's coming up, what's some of the takeaways that they'll be able to take away?
You want to hit that first, or
Well, you can.
You know, it's funny you mentioned that. I was just, so yesterday we had a birthday party for Ron Reynolds, and I was there, and my hair was all messed
How
up
old did
and
Ron
everything.
turn? 80?
Yeah, he's 50, probably 50 years old. And right next door was a small business.
Don't edit. We keeping it. Hey, Ron, happy birthday.
Right next door there was a barber, you know what I mean? And I said, oh man, let me get. It wasn't my regular barber that I go to.
Oh,
And
Lord.
men are worse than women because
Yeah,
we like to
no,
go
you
to
got to go to the right barber.
Same one, know how to edge.
Because the edge up, listen, I understand.
So I went in and they opened back up. They were closing, sweeping up. I said, dog, let me, I guess it looked like because I tip big.
Okay.
And so
he could recognize you had some corn. Okay.
So I went in. It was a young man, and he cut my hair and everything like that, and he asked me 1,000 questions. I mean, I guess he might have had about 25, something like that. He asked me questions from, how was you when you thought about having kids, or what is it? I mean, literally kind of. And I told him about this event going on October 13th. He said, "Oh, I won't be there." You know, and Bob, he asked me how long it took law school. Maybe I mean, literally, the man asked me like he was my son. And so, So the transparency in the response is that I'm 58. I'll be 58 in December. So I am growing with regard to being myself open for the diversity generationally of different things to ask. Not only the questions because people don't know, but also the mechanism in which people receive information. So I'm growing. And so that was just another way in developing different programming to not only attract a cross generation of future entrepreneurs, but also to make sure that their needs are fulfilled. So I actually got a phone call tomorrow to talk about social media and application social media to your marketing thing. And I met him at a conference I had in Austin. I want to fly him down and make sure. So those are the things that I hope in this conference, but in all the different conferences that I do, to make sure that I'm open, and then to surround myself from a staff to volunteers with folks, and then listen to them, because it's not just me, it's everyone who's part of what I do that actually contributes to making it successful.
That's amazing. Can you tell us again the date of the conference?
Yes, it's Friday, October 13th, Friday the 13th. Can't forget that.
Cool.
8 in the morning to 4 p.m. Oh, it's going to be breakfast, lunch, and dinner, giveaways, and like I said, wonderful workshops. We have about 7 great workshops, as well as about 30 to 35 government resource agencies, banks, institutions, and of course, all of the departments of Missouri City to be there to help people find out how they can get contracts and how they can, grow.
Excellent,
If we're
excellent.
not in Missouri City area.
Oh yeah, open.
Everyone's
Everyone's
I
open.
just want to put that out.
Yes.
But also, if you don't mind, I want to say this. Goodwill also, every caterer, every event, every vendor we have is a Missouri City small business.
Oh, that's excellent.
Yes,
That's
ma'am.
excellent. Okay, guys, well, you heard it here first. October 13th, Friday the 13th.
Yes.
Go get fed and get your resources and gain some knowledge. Thanks for joining us. We'll be right back with the Session Talk Show. Goodwill, can you tell us where we can find your information on social media?
Yes, so social Facebook, successinbusiness.org, or Goodwille Pierre. On Instagram is Success in Business, Goodwille Pierre, of course. And I'm not using Twitter anymore.
Oh, why not? Are you on Threads now? Threads?
Oh, no, you showing off, man. I just learned about Buffer. Someone talking about Buffer to do that. So I'm learning to show
I
it
made you
off.
laugh. That was my goal.
I know.
For
I
today.
hate that.
made you laugh.
I hate that you made me laugh. I tried to be this hardcore.
See, there
You broke
try.
through.
Yep.
Yeah. So
Good
you
deal.
want to hook it up? Because she's a broker and a realtor like you are. So we want to make sure you tell them how you make it happen.
But yes, I am a real estate broker, and I'm also a Missouri City small business owner. My office is on Highway 6 in Knights Court. My Instagram is I am Jami Bertrand. My LinkedIn, Jami Bertrand. Jami Bertrand across the board.
Oh yeah,
Good deal.
LinkedIn. I do have LinkedIn. Goodwille
Oh,
Pierre.
good.
And
Okay.
Goodwill spelled with an E, but if you miss it, they'll find me.
Good deal.
Good.